going back to these open visions, these encounters that you had, tell me about the dirt road.
Yeah, man, I mean, I went full bore after the Lord after that with my baby girl. And a few years later, I had been at a service. I was laying out in the presence of God, and I didn't realize everybody had left the room, but they had. And suddenly I wasn't in the aisleway of a church anymore. Suddenly I was on a dirt road, and I was laying there just utterly limp. And I saw a man in white begin to walk toward me, and he picked me up. And in my heart, I'm thinking, what is happening? Who is this? Where is he taking me? And suddenly I could see the throne. And I could see seated on the throne, the Lamb of God. And I could see Jesus. I could see him sitting there. And I realized this was the Father. And he had picked me up. And he laid me at the feet of the Lamb on the throne. And he looked to the Son. And he said, here you are, Son. Here I have found you another one. Here I give you the reward of your suffering. Another life laid down in total surrender to you. And in my heart, I'm trying to speak. No words could come out, but my heart began communicating with the heart of the Lamb. And I said, what am I doing here? And he wouldn't answer that question. And then it wasn't the right question. And then I asked in my heart, what do you want me to say to them? Because I knew, as much as I'd love to stay right there forever, there was a purpose for me on the earth, a mandate from heaven. What do you want me to say to them? I said, and the Lamb answered me heart to heart. And he said, you speak of the cross, you speak of my love. And I said, okay, I'll speak of the cross and I'll speak of your great love. And then the Father picked me back up and brought me back to that road he found me on. And I realized by the Spirit in that moment, that was the road that was marked out for me from before the foundations of the earth were formed. There's a road for us. Each of us are on a road and on a path, and we have a purpose. I, just lean back into the plans and the purposes of God and say, here I am, Lord, like Isaiah. We get caught up in this conversation from heaven that says, who will go for us? Who can we send? The Father is looking for vessels to use on the earth for his purposes and his glory. And if we'll just raise our hands in surrender and say, send me, I'll go, here I am, He doesn't need our background, our education, our perfection, our money. He doesn't need all of that, our smarts. He just needs our availability, and he'll use it.